My name's Sharon Rempel. I'm the Executive Director of SEPA and also a member of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities Committee. SEPA is an organization that sits on that committee, and our organization works with people, especially adults with developmental disabilities, to become leaders in their own lives, build self-determination skills, and we offer a lot of self-advocacy and workshop style of services. This year was the 3rd annual Inclusion Awards, and it was a part of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. The awards were started 3 years ago by committee members who wanted to recognize people who were doing great things in the community for inclusion. And this year we were able to recognize a couple more great people who are working towards inclusion in our community. All of the Inclusion Awards that are given away are nominated by the community. We do an open call, and then the committee ranks and rates those nominations to decide who is deserving of the awards for that upcoming year. Typically, the International Day of Persons with Disabilities Committee begins to call for nominations in September or October for our award ceremony in December. The following awards were given away that night to some very deserving recipients. We start with the Innovator Award, and that's a business that has dedicated itself to inclusion. Then we also have the Collaborator Award. That's awarded to a community group that is doing great things to support and welcome people with disabilities. The Supporter Award is awarded to an individual who's a really great ally, someone who works with and for people with disabilities. Also the Champion Award, which is awarded to an individual with a disability themselves who's doing great things in the community and showcasing all of their great abilities. And then the final award is a special award that is only given away by the committee. It's nominated and chosen by the IDPD committee itself, and that's called the Community Compassion Award, and that award is given to someone who's made a substantial difference in the lives of people with disabilities. Now please enjoy the Inclusion Awards. They happened at the Enmax Center on December 4th, 2017.
Now we've come to a very special time in the evening, and it's time to recognize those who ride, roll, and reach higher to promote inclusion in Lethbridge. The awards were a great success last year. More than 100 people attended, and 5 businesses, individuals, and community groups were recognized for their outstanding dedication. We're so excited to continue this tradition and honor another set of deserving winners. The following 4 awards were chosen based on nominations we received from the community. Winners are free to say a few words after they've been presented their award, but they're not required to. We're not going to pressure anyone to talk. And however, we ask that all winners stay on stage just for a few seconds. We want to take some photos. First, we will present the Innovator Award. This award is awarded to a business that has dedicated itself to inclusion and removing barriers by creating an accessible space for patrons and disabilities and/or fostering inclusive hiring and accommodation practices to help people with disabilities realize their passion and potential. The recipient of this award was nominated by Shannon Keeley. The recipient is a strong believer in equal opportunity, using hire practices that endorse, promote, and employ individuals with disabilities for 7 years. They actively collaborate on solutions to the barriers that people living with disabilities can face, working one-on-one and including their supports as well as incorporating existing positive strategies. They practice and continue this thread of support in their affiliated restaurants as well, working at spreading and understanding awareness through their philosophies, inclusive conduct, and the many staff that they employ. For the past 7 years, they have hosted Lethbridge's only Christmas Day meal for the less fortunate and often marginalized people in our community, promoting inclusion of all. Their dedicated staff prepare, serve, and enjoy Christmas Day with others and in their community who desperately need the social contact and feeling of connection. The committee is pleased to present the 2017 Innovator Award to Swiss Chalet.
here. Is there a representative from Swiss Chalet? Okay, well, I will accept this on their behalf then.
Thanks, Dylan. Awesome. Yes, another round of applause. All right, next we will present the Collaborator Award. This is presented to a community group that has made a difference in the lives of people with disabilities through acceptance and equal opportunity. This year's recipient embodies that completely. Nominated by Shauna Cox, this group provides an opportunity for people of all abilities to work towards an inclusive, fair, and equitable society by providing free access to all members in a supportive environment. It is a fully inclusive opportunity for anyone to contribute to their community. As a result of the club's welcoming, inclusive, barrier-free environment, culture, and policies, the club has a non-traditional membership. The club supports self-advocates, individuals with developmental disabilities, and individuals with physical disabilities to be active contributing members. The committee is pleased to present the 2017 Collaborator Award to Mosaic Rotary Club of Lethbridge.
I don't want to accept this all on my own, so if all the other members of Rotary Club of Lethbridge Mosaic, if you don't mind standing up and being recognized, you'll notice a good portion of the folks in the room. Thank you. Wonderful. Oh, and Chris, please remain seated. There we go. Wonderful. Not to go too far into this, but we are less than 2 years as a Rotary Club of Lethbridge. It has been our vision and mission to be as accessible, inclusive, and welcoming and barrier-free as we can as a club. Recognizing we are not perfect, we still have a long ways to go, but it is our intention always to create that strong sense of community for everybody and to have that belonging for all. Thank you.
Congratulations again. The Supporter Award is presented to an individual who has been a strong ally of people with disabilities and their success through advocacy and encouragement. The committee received several nominations in this category. The community shared wonderful, touching stories of people with and without disabilities working and thriving together. To help me present this award, I would like to call up Linda Caniff. We're just throwing Linda into the fire.
Hi everybody, I'm Linda Caniff, Program Director at JobLinks Employment Center, and I nominated the person for this award, someone who has been a big-time supporter for employment for people with disabilities, long-term partner with JobLinks, and very active in the community, and I think I'm going to let you finish that.
I'll ramble a little bit more. The recipient is the personification of positivity. Along with her business, the recipient has been a supporter of inclusive employment in Lethbridge for over 12 years. Nominator at Linda wrote, the recipient took a chance all of those years ago and hired a person with a disability with support from JobLinks. By partnering with JobLinks, she has observed this individual learn and grow within a supportive environment. The work environment is supportive, professional, and dedicated to providing quality customer service, as well as support for all employees. The committee is pleased to present the 2017 Supporter Award to Kathleen Thompson.
There you go. Yeah, no problem. We're just going to have a picture of this one. Congratulations.
don't really have anything prepared, but thank you so much. This means just the world to myself and all of the staff at the Jasmine Room, and we're just deeply honored to receive something like this.
Next up, we have the Champion Award. It's awarded to an individual with a disability who has distinguished themselves through personal or professional excellence, creating a positive impact on the community with their attitudes and efforts. Nominated by Susan Iman, this year's recipient is a shining example of tenacity and perseverance. Susan first heard of Paul in a 2013 Global TV report by Paul Kingsmith. The story was awarded Canada-wide Ed R. Murrow Award for television reporting. And I don't know if any of you saw it, but I actually watched the piece and it was really incredible. In 1996, at age 23, while leaving work, Paul was intentionally hit by a drunk driver crushing his leg. He continued to train and teach martial arts as he fought through the constant pain. He hoped each successive surgery would end his agony. Instead, it kept getting worse. In July 2012, Paul made a life-altering decision to have his leg amputated just above the knee. Looking back, he says it's the best decision he's made. Paul made his first appearance back in the gym just a week after the surgery. He had to relearn how to move, walk, and run, which he did. So why not compete in a triathlon? He finished the race, grueling as it was, without the proper prosthetic for running. Paul loves a challenge, and he loves to live life to the fullest. So what's next? Paul, not having skated for almost 20 years, strapped on blades and stepped onto the ice. He trained hard and was invited to try out for the Canadian Standing Amputee National Hockey Team. Then, in June of 2016, he had his left leg amputated below the knee because of the joint and nerve damage in his ankle due to all the years of overcompensation. Paul is so deserving of this award, not only because of his perseverance in sports, but also because of his everlasting positive attitude, best shown in one of his recent tweets. "Things hurt, good, that means you're alive. Nothing but the grind." Because of all of his amazing work in sport and the community, it's the committee's pleasure to present the 2017 Champion Award to Paul Pisco.
Congratulations.
Just like to say a few words. I want to thank Susan for the nomination. It was quite a surprise. And I just want to say it's an honor to be here tonight and be a part of this fantastic event. I want to thank my family, my friends, and of course my coaches, my doctors, everybody that's been involved. This award is also for them because without them, I wouldn't be up here today. So thank you, appreciate it. Thanks. The evening. Time flies, hey, when we're having fun. The Community Compassion Award recipient is chosen by the IDPD committee. I would like to call up Dave Lawson to present this award.
So I'm not getting an award, but it is always a privilege to talk about somebody, especially for this award, that is so worthy. I've been part of the planning committee for International Day of Persons with Disability for a number of years now, and a lot of the dialogue is around, we hear lots about what people do for the community, and often they do it out of the goodness of their heart, certainly not for any recognition, but the Community Compassion Award is one that makes us think about somebody that has obviously compassion for the community, but sees opportunities for people to be more welcomed and included in the community. So as a result of that conversation, the woman we ended up actually selecting for this award is, I don't know if the compassion part starts at the fact that she's a nurse and she works at the dialysis clinic, where people often have to spend a lot of time, and all reports are that she makes the time go by much faster. But beyond that, she's raised 2 sons with developmental disabilities, and Pat decided a long time ago that she was going to make sure that her sons were welcomed and included in the community, and certainly wanted to make sure that it wouldn't be dependent on services, that we could invite the services in to be part of that plan where they were needed. And both sons right now are successfully taking part in inclusive or in post-secondary, competing academically, one at college and one at university. Rightfully to be proud of the success of her sons. Beyond that, she volunteers many hours. She's on the board of Inclusion Lethbridge. She also has taken the time to coordinate services for a man with a disability who lives rather remotely in southern Alberta and isn't close to services, so we had to design something that would fit his needs and to make sure that he could be supported by informal and formal supports. And she's taken on ensuring that all that's working well for this man. So she certainly gives many hours to the community, sees it as the potential to be more welcoming and certainly inclusive. So I'm going to invite Pat Robb to come up and accept the Community Compassion Award. Congratulations, Bill. Stand up, Pat. Congratulations. You want to say anything?
Well, as Dave said, I'm not sure what to say, but other than I do what I do because I believe in it so strongly. It is all part of who I am. As you can see, I've lived with disability all my life. It's called being a little short. Yeah. So I'm used to struggling and I'm used to fighting. And so when my wonderful sons came into my life, it was not unusual other than a different direction it brought me in. It certainly opened my eyes to a different community and different world and different beliefs. I'm a strong social justice advocate, and my youngest one has inherited that. He goes to university, he competes, as Dave said, academically for his physics degree, and he is coming to the end of it and is quite proud that he is, and so am I. And my wonderful oldest boy here, William, is going to be graduating at the end of this semester with a diploma at the college for general studies, majoring in cultural. And so he's also another big believer, I guess, from wearing off of me, of social justice and community involvement. And he gets out there in the community just starting to learn networking and how to get around and fight for his rights, and not love the film that we had today, not allowing people to put ceilings on him, because he too is very unlimited and surprising what he'll show you when you give him a chance. So thank you, everybody, and thank you, Dave. This is an honor. Thank you.
Congratulations to Pat and to all our award winners tonight. And thank you to everyone for coming tonight, and again, just showing a great example of our community coming together. We should all be very proud. That brings us to the end of the 3rd Annual Lethbridge Inclusion Awards. Again, thank you to everyone who attended. Once again, making it a smashing success, I would say. And we look forward to continuing this event and recognition for years to come. We just want to take a minute to thank the following sponsors for making this day possible with their donations and gifts in kind. So the City of Lethbridge, CMARD, Enmax Center, Shaw Cable, all of our wonderful door prize donors, and thank you, and have a great rest of your evening. I think there's still some food if you want to munch and mingle. And for photos of this year's event and for information on next year's celebrations, visit idpdlethbridge.ca. Thanks, everyone.